Hello, my great and wonderful people. How una day today? I hope all of una day well. Still on the issue of the leak audio, where EBC they tell us say na the voice of Peter Obi and Bishop Oyedepo. Now, Peter Obi himself don't come outside to break silence concerning that very issue. Although this one I write up, will they review to you one after the other everything when EBC he talk for this very write-up. And after this very one, we'll equally the review to you other videos reaction when EBC he also concerned Peter Obi spokespersons, how EBC they also come outside to send a message across to Nigerians. I beg, stay with us because a lot today when EBC we need to review even for the process of this very broadcast. And before we go on, I beg not forget to help us like this video, because now the only one would be say YouTube will fit help us recommend this video to each and every one of us all around the world. The more this video get likes, the more that they recommend them to people. Now their own policy now it be that very one. Thank you so much for your support. Now may we do small reading from this very one first before we begin to the review to you other videos. And as we put our hand there for inside this matter, the come make us understand say the presidential candidate of the Labour Party when be say in name na Peter Obi on Tuesday react to the leaked full conversation when he be say the talk say it happened between Ram and Bishop David Oyedepo when he be the founder of Living Faith Church worldwide. And still on top of the matter, the come make us understand say for the audio conversation, they hear Peter Obi they describe 2023 presidential election as a religious war. And this very audio though they trend for public sinks and also for online newspaper. And People Gazette bring this very issue out on Saturday. For the same link audio conversation, what that they talk about, so Bishop Oyedepo they pray for Peter Obi and the assurance say they see brighter tomorrow. Why Peter Obi they reply amen to every prayer when they say they pray for him. And not be only that one, Peter Obi also assure Bishop Oyedepo say if everything work according to as he planned, if they give him the assurance say nobody will get any reason to regret the support when they give to Ram. However, the presidential candidate of Labour Party returned to Twitter on Tuesday morning after he don't take break since the scandal break out, as he react to the audio and also the comments when the Minister of Information when he named Ahajilai Mohammed made to accuse him of treason. Peter Obi posts this very information for Twitter, and according to him, he thought say for the past few days, he don't observe various campaigns when he say that they direct to his own person. Most especially the latest one, when it be the allegation, when it come from the Minister of Information, when he named Ahajilai Mohammed from Washington, D.C. And he can tell say it is very unfortunate to see say all this consistent effort to make sure say the blacklist stand before the eyes of Nigerians and the entire world, they come from a very high reputable people like Lai Mohammed when they say they accuse them, say they try to incite religious war. All right, my great and wonderful people. Now, only this one we take from this very message when they receive from Peter Obi. Just as we talked earlier, this one a tweet when EBC in release few days ago. It not be really interview. So I know a lot of people will say come here, they accuse us, they say me we bring the video. This one na tweet. You're supposed to understand what tweet mean and what interview also mean. Now, before we go on, we'll quickly leave you, make you watch this other video before we get any other thing to talk about. We'll come back.
We condemn in strong terms the unnecessary noise about the purported leaked audio conversation between the Labour Party presidential candidates, Peter Obi, and the founder of the Living Faith Church, Bishop David Oyedepo. For the record, Obi's team has since discredited the said audio conversation. His media aide, Valentine Obeyem, made this clear in a statement on Sunday that his principal's conversation with Oyedepo was badly doctored. So why the noise? But even if the purported conversation were to be true, key political actors have made bigoted statements in both the past and in the present. And today, we see them in power, and no one has said anything about them. President Muhammadu Buhari, while contesting for the presidency, once said that the Muslims should not vote for Christians. And today he sits comfortable as the president of our dear country, Nigeria. He even threatened that the dogs and the baboons would be soaked in blood should the election not be conducted as expected. Now the question is, who are the dogs and who are the baboons? These questions always come up. At the height of the tension over Muslim tickets, some Islamic clerics gathered and declared that it was a jihad. And if the Tinubu and Shetima lost the election, it would be a loss or defeat for Islam. Now, I ask this question: what is worse, perpetrating an evil or creating awareness about the evil being perpetrated? What is worse, waging a religious war or crying out that a religious war is being waged? What is worse, killing a people or crying that people are being killed? Those calling out Peter Obi today are nothing but a bunch of shameless hypocrites. That's my own words. And can you actually say that the Muslim ticket of the APC is of the religious interest to Nigeria? Was it religiously balanced? Was it also fair to equity in a religious climate like Nigeria? Can you say that it was conceived and executed in good faith? The actors of this evil plot bragged that it was a jihad. Is jihad not war? Which religious bigotry is worse than a Muslim ticket? Why are the architects of this same faith ticket not being ashamed today by the global public? It is the height of inhuman cruelty to beat a child and declare his tears illegal. To cut the skin and not expect it to bleed is leather insensitive. I also made this clear in our last press conference. Furthermore, Section 37 of the 1993 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, provided for the rights of privacy of citizens. Every citizen of Nigeria is entitled to their privacy, be it in their homes. Communications with people by way of letters, telephone, or telegraph is protected and guaranteed by the Constitution of our dear country, Nigeria. Those who leaked the purported telephone conversation acted in breach of a citizen's confidentiality and the right to privacy, and it is malicious, callous, and criminal for placing Obi's purported private conversation in the public domain. Those behind this act and behind the plot are liable to criminal prosecution. We are aware that the All Progressive Congress orchestrated this act, and which is also an act of blackmail to distract Nigerians from challenging the party's purchased victory at the last concluded presidential election. And from what I see online and what I've been seeing, I think the political parties have a role to play in this blackmail that is happening. Political scavengers like Femi Fani Kayode, I used to be a fan of FFK, but I'm shocked at what is happening now. And he didn't just hesitate to feast on such a stinking carcass of poorly scripted blackmail. The infamous politician who has now become an infamous political almajiri, I called him that in a post I wrote some time ago. He used his office as the director of New Media APC Presidential Campaign Council to carry out similar dirty jobs before, especially against Tinubu's opponents. Why didn't anybody come out to say anything? It is regrettably that the so-called ruling party has reduced politicking in Nigeria to cheap blackmailing and throwing of tantrums. It is a pity that issue-based politics have been murdered in Nigeria by sycophants and desperate politicians who thrive on blackmails and character assassination. We don't want Nigeria to go down that way. It is a shame that a party that claimed to have won election has resulted to underhand practices and cheap blackmail against a purported loser instead of defending their victory in court. We are even more angered by Femi Fani-Kayode, as you call him FFK, on his call to the security agencies to declare Peter Obi a master terrorist for purportedly describing the election as a religious war. If we are to be in a sane society, I think Femi Fani-Kayode should be in the prison by now with all the things he's doing. But nobody is saying anything. Why? We also want to use this medium to ask the Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, to press charges against those who leaked the doctor telephone conversation with Bishop Oyedepo. The leaked conversation is an invasion of his privacy. With incidents like this, one may be forced to ask if we are now safe in Nigeria to have private telephone conversations. We therefore call on the telecommunication companies in Nigeria to rise up to their responsibility of protecting their customers' privacy. Finally, we called on Nigerians to ignore the blackmail and focus on retrieving the mandate they gave to Peter Obi from those who stole it. The wishes of the people expressed at the poll can never be suppressed.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say all of you don't hear the clear message when we see this will send across, and also the facts when we see this will bring out, if at all say this audio conversation really be true. Now, I will leave you to share your own opinion with us on the comment section, because after this very broadcast, we want to take our time to bring out the comparison of the things when we say Bola Tinubu don't do and his own people with this very audio conversation when they say that they talk about right now when it can be the order of the day. You know, since when they say this audio take come outside, when they say the talk say na Peter Obi and Bishop Oyedepo, we never really get time to talk anything concerning this very issue because we take our time to prepare our own issue. No worry, after this one, we get another video when we say we will make, when we say we'll gather some evidences so that you yourself will feel compare the one when we say these people don't do, when they sit down, now nobody they push them, and at the end they call them the president-elects. Compared to this very audio, this just singular audio, when they say that they move up and down right now, then you will know the kind of country when they say you and I, they inside. All right, we would like to draw the line of this broadcast here now, even as you expect us for another comprehensive broadcast after this very one. I beg not forget to help us like this video, share, and also leave your comment for us for the comment section. We will see you when we see you. Remember, we love you all.